Donald Trump wandered around the stage for 17 minutes after a massive verbal glitch and a disastrous audio glitch at this Michigan rally. We have not seen something like this, I think, for the entire campaign to date. And it's very different than what we've been seeing in recent rallies. So first, let me talk to you about this big glitch. Trump glitched on Kamala, starting to say kalam, and then doing one of his infamous glitches.
Saudi Arabia and Russia will repeat your...
Exactly. Here is Trump glitching while trying to say Kamala's name.
As a senator,
What is happening cognitively? We don't know. So this set Trump up for his mic to glitch. It was verbal glitch after technical glitch. We don't know if Antifa or Black Lives Matter or communists or Marxists or socialists or anarchists were running the audio at Trump's rally, but the mic cuts out. Trump, infuriated, sort of sulking around on stage for 17 minutes.
CEO of Bloomberg interviewed me, and I think he understood it. And I think the Wall Street Journal now understands it. Because to me, the most beautiful word in the dictionary, it's not love, it's not respect.
Okay, so Trump's mic has now cut out. Trump doesn't yet notice it. And now he notices it. He starts looking around. He's not pleased. He's pointing to his mic. Now he's upset. He's looking to his left. He's speaking. Okay, I'm obviously, although it would make an interesting podcast episode to play 17 minutes of silence, I'm not going to do that to you. I respect the audience too much to play 17 minutes of silence as Trump sort of sulks and skulks around the stage. But as you can see here, Trump looking around and then he kind of wanders off and so on and so forth. Imagine if it was President Biden who did this. And this is emblematic of what a Trump presidency would be like. Here is Trump continuing to wander around, pissed off with no audio.
Just so that everybody who's watching right now understands what's happening, they're clearly having a microphone issue. We saw a person bring 2 microphones over to the president that were unsuccessful. Now, you know what's fantastic is...
They brought the mics to the president? Well, why would you hand them to Biden? This is a Trump rally.
President Trump's team came to us here at RSBN to see if we could help out with one of our microphones. And our camera operator, Will Lawrence, he actually just jumped into action. And he right now is working on...
A heroic right-wing media guy jumped into action. So Trump then blaming the entire city of Detroit for the microphone failure.
And I don't want him to get up and use this crappy microphone that they sent. I don't want him to do that. I want to keep him good and healthy. Unlike Trump, I want him to have his voice tomorrow. When I get up tomorrow and I can't speak, I'm going to say Detroit did it to me. But
there you go. And then a very grumpy and exhausted Trump saying he won't pay the audio bill.
Thank you. So now what happens is I won't pay the bill for this stupid company that rented us this crap.
Yep.
I won't pay the bill, and then we'll have a story that Trump didn't pay the bill.
As if Trump needed an excuse not to pay the bill, because that's his go-to. So then we get to the point where people are just leaving while Trump is speaking. This is the middle of the rally. People on stage are leaving.
The border. She's a grossly incompetent person, and we
go.
Can't let this happen. We have to get the hell out and vote and get them out of here.
Off they go. All right, so people leaving while Trump is speaking, and then at the end of the speech, Trump indicating that he is completely exhausted and blowing out his voice, which certainly doesn't contradict the allegations that he's just exhausted and he can't do this.
But November 5th, 2024 will be Liberation Day in America. And when I get rid of this microphone at the end of the speech, it's going to be Liberation Day for Donald J. Trump, because I'm blowing out my voice to get this sucker done. I'm blowing out my voice. But I'm going to get through this speech because you're from Detroit. We're going to turn this place around.
All right, so Trump clearly struggling there with his voice, which only reinforces the claims that he is exhausted. And then with an unorthodox closing message for a presidential campaign, you don't usually see a presidential campaign closed out like this. Trump's message is, get your fat husband off the couch.
Early voting is underway, so get everyone you know and go out and vote. Go tomorrow. It's just starting. Go and vote. Make sure you vote and bring all our friends that want to vote for us. Tell them, Jill, get your fat husband off the couch. Get that.
By the way, I don't know if when he says Jill, he means Jill Biden, and he's referring to Joe Biden, which is weird because Joe Biden's of normal weight and Trump is obese. Why is he saying Biden's fat? Everything is just, every instance of this stuff is really more about Trump than it is whoever he's targeting.
Get that fat pig off the couch. Tell him to go and vote for Trump. He's going to save our country. Get that guy the hell off our... Get him up, Jill. Slap him around. Get him up.
All right. So Trump really rallying the voters with what a crazy year. Trump really rallying the base with allegations of being fat hurled at other people and being pigs. And I mean, listen, he referred to Rosie O'Donnell as a fat pig in 2016 and he became president. So maybe he knows more than I do. And this is a good strategy, but not a typical end of campaign message. Wow. We have, let's look at this as optimistically as possible. We might only have a few more days of this before Trumpism. It goes to the dustbin of history, okay? As Ron DeSanctimonious would say. Let's hope that that's where we are and it's just a couple more weeks and then no more. We will take a break. Please make sure you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, youtube.com/The David Pakman Show. And there is much more to discuss after this, including another accidental death of a Russian oligarch who he seems to have fallen out of a window. It's crazy. If you stay on top of the news, you follow politics and elections, why not win cash for it? Manifold is the app and website where you can win cash for predicting what will happen next in politics, and it is free to play. Questions like, will Trump win the presidential election? Will Kamala Harris flip a state? Will political commentator Destiny appear on Joe Rogan's podcast? If you predict correctly, you win play money called Mana or Sweep Cash. One Sweep Cash is redeemable for a US dollar. So if you predict right, you can turn it into cash. And the platform gives you free Mana and Sweep Cash to play with every single day. Go to manifold.markets/Pakman. And you'll get free extra sweep cash just for signing up to start you on your journey. No purchase necessary to win cash or prizes. If you want to go bigger, you can use my link to get 40 extra sweep cash when you spend $20 on Mana. If you put that 40 sweep cash on Trump losing the election at the current odds, you win 70 sweep cash if he loses, redeemable for $70 cash. You must be a U.S. resident, 18 or older. See terms and conditions. The link is in the description.